The last part of the animation process is exporting. Now that our all animation is still located in the Pencil 2D file, in order to use, watch, send or share your animation elsewhere, you will need to convert it into an appropriate file. This is done by navigating to File, Export, and now you see 4 different options. If you want to export it into a movie, this will be saved as a MP4 file. It is widely used and common to be shared and opened in nearly all browsers and applications. The options you have here is to choose your resolution. I'll stay with the one that I worked on. Start frame, end frame. So my last frame is a 90th frame. However, I would like to export 100 frames so that that last frame has still of a still movement. Click OK. It will ask you if you want to open it or not. I'm just going to say no. And right now what we can do is go to that folder. And there you have it. That is your MP4 file. As you can see, it doesn't lag. It looks well. However, of course, the colors are not that perfect. Another way to export your animation is to do it through an animated GIF. It is as simple as MP4, however, what it does differently is that it loops the entire animation. Unfortunately, it uses only 256 colors, so your animation, your final animation might look grainy as a GIF, and it does it all without compression, so unfortunately the file is not smaller, it is actually quite bigger than the MP4 file. GIFs, however, are great for animated sections of, for example, your website or short clips of movies that works well when looped. Click OK. Click No, and then have a look over here. Another way to export your animation is by clicking Image. Image will export just a single frame of your animation. Also, you can choose which file you want to export it at, a JPEG, TIFF, BMP. So it's a really nice, convenient way of making stills for your animation. It is great if you want to do, for example, covers of your videos, of your animations, and what you do is basically export one still and then work on it on a separate software, adding titles, etc. The last option that we have over here is that image sequence. So the image sequence exports each frame, including blanks and repetitives, of your entire animation. By looking at your timeline or inputting the amount of range in the range window, you're able to know how many images there will be as the output. So right now we will have 90 different images. There is also an option to check export keyframes only, which will not export the blank moments over here. This way you will be able, in the next software where you will put all the images together into an animation, you will be able to control the timing of the frames where there was supposed to be a break, which is a really nice option. This option is also used when you want to convert your animation into another file that is not supported by Pencil 2D in another software. So it's also a great way of exporting your animation. Let me just show you how it will look like. I'll just name it Image Sequence. Export keyframes only, so I will not have 90 of them, but 90 minus the blank spaces over here. Click OK. And that is what I will be left with. A bunch of keyframes. So if you look closely, it's each and every single keyframe. Great! So these are the 4 types of exports that you can do in Pencil 2D. I recommend putting movie if you want to share your animations online on your fan pages, on your websites. It's a great way to do it because the size is not too big, as well as it keeps most of the colors intact, as well as it's supported by most applications and browsers. Animated GIFs, if you are planning on doing something with your website or adding some decorations to whatever HTML you are working on, or your websites that support this function. With this, we finished our fourth and final part. Congratulations! Now our entire animation process is complete. These videos showed you how I go about animating myself and how my process looks like. There may be other ways of tackling these methods, however, I shared with you the techniques that are the most effective and easy to use for me. If you are a beginner, I highly recommend you to start using Pencil 2D, as it is so simple you won't be distracted by any other silly or hidden tools. I personally work in Photoshop's timeline with the Animator's toolbar extension. However, since it's limited when it comes to animation, I am slowly starting to look around for different, more animation-focused programs. Overall, thank you for watching, and I hope these videos were able to teach you something about the process of animation.